Chang-Hyun. Some of you are already my student in the past classes, but most all are unfamiliar. So we have to know each other from now. Okay. So this course 544 is about process. Process tells who will do what and when and what kind of thing you have to do. Okay. So we have 3 P's in software production: people, and product, and process. So these 3 are important. And then this course is about process. So proponents in this area believe the process is very important, okay, to make a good product. So if you have a problem in your production and you have a lot of complaints from your customer, and then we believe you have to concern about your process. Okay, so process talks about that. So this is our textbook, Humphrey. So somewhat old, but it tells a lot of essence in this area. And many of the topics in this area are based on this information. So we still use this one. And also we will use very current, recent information as well. So in my syllabus, I list a lot of references: direct references, indirect references. Indirect references will not be shown in the exam, but direct references can be shown in the exam. Okay, so we will learn basic principles, and then we will practice process through these current practices, the currently we are using in the industry. Okay, so you will see this one by one later. And also we will learn some process improvement models like ISO model or CMMI model. So in each semester, each class, I choose this the one by one. So this semester, your class may choose ISO model. Okay, but actually they are very similar. Roots are the same, and the people working in this area are the very same. So the models are very similar, has a similar concept. So once you learn ISO model, you can easily learn CMMI. Once you learn CMMI, you can easily learn ISO model. They are very similar, you can see. Okay, this is prerequisite. We expect you already learn at least one basic software engineering class. So if you are from outside, from computer science major, and then you must read a basic principle book. Okay, so these are 2 books popularly we use in most of universities use. Okay, so please read either of them or both of them. Okay, as much as you can. So understanding terminology is very important. So whenever we talk about something, if you understand the terminology, you can easily catch up what's going on here. But if you don't understand the terminology, it's very hard to understand actually. Okay? So for example, when you read a book, if you understand almost all the terminologies, if you just look at the book course, not read every line, still you can understand easily. Okay, that much it is very different. So it's very important to understand terminologies. So please read these basic books. Okay. And these are the topics we will cover. It is shown from the Humphrey's book, textbook. We will cover almost all chapters. So my lecture will cover all these chapters. So I'll provide a PDF file and I'll provide the video file together, so you can review the both of them whenever you are convenient. And also we will use many references like this, so you have to, they are freely downloadable, so you can read this freely. In this class we have 3 exams instead of 2 exams in the another class. So we have 3 exams. And we have 2 homework assignments. In the first homework, you will learn what is a process, okay? And how can you define a process? How can you follow or define the process? That's what you will learn from the homework 1. So once you learn that, and then in the homework 2, you will learn how to assess your current process with some standard model, and then find out the gaps and find out how to fit in these gaps, and then you will learn how to improve your process. Okay, that's what you learn in this class. Okay, so course materials are available from portal here. So I will show you. So you can go through this www.fullerton.edu, or you can simply go by my.fullerton.edu, and then you can see this screen. This keyboard is not mine, so I'm not familiar with this keyboard. Okay. And then you can see the similar interface. Like this is the faculty interface, but I believe you will have a very similar interface like this. And then you choose this class, section 50. So we will merge into this playground. Okay, same playground. Still, you will keep your formal section. Okay, but you will work here, play here at the same playground. And then you can see here, announcement and the group pages. These are two links are very important to subscribe always. Okay, can you see that? Okay. So I will put some news and announcement to the entire class. So here, and then it automatically sends you email, actually, but sometimes you may miss your email, right? So please look at this announcement often. And the group page will be used by your group members. So you can still use some other tools in addition if you like, but we have to keep this group page. So whenever you send me your group member list, I will build a new group page in that link, so you can see there. And then in each week, I will post course materials you have to review for that week. Okay, so for example, in the first week, you have to start from this syllabus. Okay, so read the syllabus thoroughly and understand this course requirements. Okay, and then this orientation material is just the slide I showed you before, and also you may see the video present the orientation through this MSc website later. And this link is to search for team. Okay, so it is good to find the team members today. That's best. Okay, but some students who were absent today cannot find our team today, right? And then they can use this link to find out team members. And also, if you like to have more members, you can use this link to find out more members. And in my class, minimum number is 2, not 3. Okay, so you can still have a 3 in the same way with another class, right? But I allow the smaller team also, so you can choose depending on your working style. And this is homework outline. I already posted. As you can see, this is 16 pages. You see that? It's very long, right? Very lengthy and very verbose. I put almost all information you should know to do this homework from the experience in the past classes. whenever I have questions, I put it here. So whenever you read this, you can see the almost all answers you have, okay? So please read this. At the first time, it's hard to read everything, right? So today, go home and read this briefly at once, all 16 pages, and see what is there, what is in this outline, okay? And then later, read this again and again, iteratively, okay? And then whenever your knowledge grows, you can understand this better and better, okay? And this is a syllabus. Okay, so it has my information here. My office hours will be posted on this web link always. So you can see current, my current office hour always from there. And then this shows all the direct references you have to review. But I will provide lecture notes for this. So it summarizes all of this. So you can, as long as you read my lecture notes, you can do homework. Don't worry. But these links will help you to understand much better. Okay, so if you have more questions, and then you go there and find out more information from there. But my lecture notes will be actually enough to do homework. Okay, so review my lecture notes first. And this is a grading policy. So we will have 2 homework assignments, 3 exams, and we have a participation score. Participation will be counted by the discussion, so you will participate online. And also, I have a collaboration score here, okay? This class has a collaboration score separately. It is from your team members, okay? So you should be good citizen to your team members, okay? Play professionally always. Okay, and have a full score from your team members here. Okay, and read more details here to how I give a collaboration score from your team evaluation. So once I collect your team evaluation, I review your team evaluation, and then I try to find out all evidence to give enough full credit for this collaboration score. So if you're working normally, you will get the full score for this collaboration. But if I cannot find out that you fully work for homework, you didn't fully work for your team members, you will not get this full credit for this collaboration score. Okay, so be good citizen for your team and work hard with your team always. Communicate with your team members always, very hard. Okay, so these are important things you have to know, and you have to know the course schedule, right? So here, course outline tells you all the schedule. So on which day, you have to review which course material, okay? So follow this as much as you can, so you can complete everything on time, okay? So if you delay this, it's not good. But if you go in advance, that's good, that's okay, okay? So go faster than this schedule. Okay, this is actually the due date, what you have to do, okay? So if you go early, that's fine, okay? It's better. So communicate with your team members and collaborate, and how can you finish everything on time, okay? And probably you may have a business schedule and the family schedule, okay? So consider about it and discuss with your team members in advance, okay? And do your work, your part of work early, and pass this to your team members. So in this way, okay, synchronize all work on time. Okay, so I give you here a schedule for the due date for homework and the exam date, okay? So my class has a 2 hours exam box. Okay, so within 2 hours, you have to solve the problem. In the similar way, with another class, you can solve this within 1 hour, actually, if you are well prepared. Okay, so that much of contents, but I gave you 2 hours. So many students finish within 1 hour with at least A or B grade. Okay, so it is solvable in that much. Okay, so review this syllabus. This is the first thing you have to read, and the second thing is the homework outline. You have to review homework outline quickly, and then discuss with your team members how you will do this homework assignment. Okay, so homework is done by group, but exam should be solved by solved individually. Okay, and my class has open book policy, so everything is open, so you can read anything you want. But we have one condition here. We go by closed word assumption. Okay, so whenever you answer your question, you cannot simply go by your personal imagination. You should go by what you learned, what you studied in this class. Okay, so whatever you will learn in this class will be true, okay, than others. Okay, so these are the lecture notes. You can download and review it anywhere, anytime you want. So some students told me he is traveling a lot. So on the plane, he is reviewing these lecture notes. And some students are reviewing my lecture notes at home. So whenever I give a return call to his phone, his wife took his phone, and then she immediately recognized my voice. So, are you Dr. Joe? Yes. How did you know that? So, oh, my husband is playing this every day at home, so I familiar with your voice. Yeah, so that's what it happened, sometimes. Okay, so this is a sample video. So I synchronize my lecture slides with my voice. And sometimes it's noisy because I capture the live lecture, okay? So you can feel you are in the same classroom, okay, with other students, okay? So like this.
So I will explain it when I talk about later.
So these are samples. It's a little bit younger, 10 years ago. So my students took my class 10 years ago. Probably she saw this shape, but now I'm getting old than that. Okay, so this is a sample. Any questions for this class? Yes?
Are there in-person lectures that you're also giving for other sections?
Do I give any? I'm sorry.
Are there other sections of this course that you're giving in-person lectures in that we could sit in on, or is it only?
Okay. Can you sit in the on-campus lecture? It is not allowed, right? So
if you really want it, you can, but
yeah.
typically it's not synchronous. That is probably it's just an online course, not in classroom. So then, if there is a same course within classroom version, I mean, if you get this permission, you should be able to get in.
But there are some other issues other than that, like some space issue. Okay, so we are limited space. So for example, we have 3 students classroom, and usually classrooms are full. So the fire department or police department do not allow, have more students than the limitation, something like that. So there are some issues if you like to enter this on-campus class. So there are something
generally,
you
but if you have questions and you like to sit in classroom, talk to the instructor. If he's teaching the course this semester, if he's then asking permission. Typically, although like 30 students per classrooms for classroom typically not everyone is attending, so there should be one or two spaces available. So if there are any questions, send me an email, I'll talk to instructor. So we'll try to arrange somehow if you really want to sit in the classroom.
And talk to the department. I think it is not decided by instructor. I had some experience
you
before,
have
so
decided?
so we have to ask department actually formally. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry if this has already been mentioned, but can students in one section work with students in another section?
It is online class, right?
Yeah.
So we are working together. So formally you are registered in one section, 50 or 51. But we just work together in the same playing ground. That does not mean you are changing your section. Your formal section is still same.
Right.
Okay, so it doesn't matter actually which section you are in. You are working together, and you can have team members in another section. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Thank you.
So the websites, when I was looking at the section, by section 51,
51?
it says that's closing.
Yeah, it will be disabled because in the first few weeks, some students don't know about this information. So I still open 2 sections, but the 51 says, please go to section 50, not here. Okay, so it has some information statements there. And once everybody knows, and then I will disable the 51. But you can still see link section 50 because I merged all students into one section, titanium. So you are here. You are already in this section.
So if you cannot access the particular section or course, you send an email to the instructor.
Right.
Yeah. Manually add you into that proper section.
Right. If you register late and then you are not merged already, right? In that case, if you wait 24 hours, usually you will be automatically enter this list. But if you hurry and send me email, and then I can add you to that class. But this is not formal registration, okay? So I don't enroll you formally in this class. You have to go through the formal registration, okay? Through the university. I just give you a link to view the class.
All right.
Yes.
The lecture notes, is there a deadline to complete it?
For the lecture notes, is there a deadline you have to review?
Yeah.
No, there is no deadline, but if you like to do homework successfully, if you like to finish your exam successfully, you have to review it before that. Yeah. So, and this is a suggestion, guidelines. So you better finish the review at that time, at least. I recommend you review all materials in advance. Then that dates. You had a question.
So what time is usually open for next week's topics? So then I can look ahead of time.
So when your question is when do I upload materials? I usually upload pretty much in advance. So today you can see, I didn't want to scare you, so I just post the few today, but at the end of this week, next week, you will see almost all information, important informations, okay? So I will add more and more. And also whenever I have updates from the on-campus class, and then I will update it also. Yeah. Yes.
For the homework assignments, do we have a single group submission or do we submit individual homework assignments?
Per team, you will submit one report per team, yes. And then in my class, you can see, all members can see who submitted this. So that's why we had a group page there, okay? So I set it as a group, okay? So whenever any member uploaded, all members can see it. Other members cannot see it. Other teams cannot see it. Yes?
I have a question about the tools, and it might be a general department question. So obviously, there's the homework projects or the projects of a programming element. Is there any sort of configuration management or version control system that the department provides for doing that?
in my class doesn't require any tools to use. But if you like to use tools, you can get information from my syllabus. So in the syllabus, I gave you two links. One is for department, one is for the university IT department. So you can freely get many tools from here. You can get many free tools from here. Okay, so please go to those links and find out what kind of free tools are available in the department level and at the university level as well.
So there's no requirement for specific tool like configuration managers. So, but if your group feels that you can use it, everyone knows about the tool, that you can use it. Mostly, we don't have specific requirement for the tool. So, requirements 541, when I taught the course, since you're building like sequence diagrams, class diagrams, we recommended to use a rational tools. Or so it's recommendations. But some of you don't have real background in rational tools, so we cannot then we have to teach all these things. Teaching online is really difficult to do. So but we could recommend things, but whether you use it or not is up to your group. So now we've got about 10 minutes left. Do you have any other questions in terms of structure, administration, content, anything else? Yes, sir.
For exams, are they usually going to be like a bunch of short answer questions?
It really depends on the course. Some of them are mostly project-based, so you have to do a lot of project. And some of them are like real kind of exams where you have timed exams. So depending on the course, there are different types of exams. So you should look at very close to the instructor how he conducts or she conducts the exam. So it should be listed.
In general, expect all types of questions, multiple choice, essays, and linguistics.
Okay.
My class, I post sample exam, so you can see something.
Yeah. Easy course? No. Everything is there, so it should be easy. Okay, just kidding. Very difficult. All right, any other questions? All right, so we got